It's hard to deny that there's a disproportionate impact, and racism absolutely exists in the system. As a matter of fact, there are many people who would argue that it was set up basically to affect black and brown people, as we've been discussing, and mostly the poor. It's no accident that this is the case. And we had a boom in the 70s and the 80s of incarceration, particularly in the 80s, where the three strikes laws became popular and people stayed in for a lot longer time. And you have generations of poverty. And we know that there's a connection between poverty and crime. Not every poor person commits a crime, but you're more likely to be incarcerated if you come from a background where you didn't have a lot of means, where there wasn't a stable home. Study after study has proven that that is a connection. So we're creating generations of poor people, and the prison system is pretty much a stable part of that. We also have a lot of studies that have shown that kids in high school and in elementary school even are part of what's known as the school to prison pipeline, where you have kids who are disciplined and they get on a track and they end up being criminalized for misbehavior in school. And that's got a racialized component to it. So it's hard to argue against the fact that the U.S. prison system, the so-called criminal justice system, has a very stark racial disparity in it, and racism runs all the way back through its founding. So when you consider that history, it's no wonder that inmates are being abused. It's no wonder that the people are profiting off of them, not just the state for having people conduct maintenance like along highways or in prisons or charging them for the basic necessities, but major corporations that are using prisoners for telecom, that are using them to create and build different manufacturing items. It's a system that's kind of, if you want reform, you probably pretty much have to start top to bottom in order to make a substantive change here.